Drift away. Give me the beat, free my soul. I wanna get lost in your rock and roll and drift away.
Yeah.
Drift away.
I went too far.
We're getting sued already. We're 8 seconds in. We're getting sued by Uncle Cracker. He's got good lawyers.
Yeah.
Do you think?
No.
Still?
So welcome to our
When was
podcast.
the last time Uncle Cracker made money?
When was the last time you made any money?
Literally.
The IRS would like to know, and that's why we're here.
He's kidding. This is the audit of Uncle Cracker.
Yeah, we're doing this as three people who just want to, hang out often and talk, but mostly we're trying on behalf of the IRS to find out, has Uncle Cracker made money in the last 14 years?
Mm-hmm.
And if so, why hasn't he reported it to the IRS?
Welcome to the podcast.
This is our podcast. Welcome to the podcast.
Welcome to the podcast.
This is one of those things I think people have talked about where you hang out with your friends and you think the conversation's good enough to record, and
People have been saying we need more podcasts.
I think so.
That's
I think
the general consensus.
the
is
world
there's-
needs more
There
podcasts.
needs to be more
We're out of
podcasts in
them.
the world.
need
I
to
think
hear
we're
more.
running low.
We can only listen to Joe Rogan so many times.
Yeah. I need 3 people to talk, mostly over each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
So to start it off, my name's Richard. I will be referred to as Chard.
Jeez, that's
And-
very forceful. Right off the bat, making demands.
No,
Straight into
not.
it. That's
not-
what you're calling me. If
I'm
you're
not-
referencing this,
I'm
I
not-
am Chard.
I will be called Chard. That's very rude.
I'm not saying that that's what you need to call me. I just know it will happen.
This
What
true.
does that
I'm
mean?
letting people know listening that
That
someone
was
at
also a threat. It will happen.
I really want to start this over.
You can't.
We have to commit.
Someone at some point is going to call me that, and everyone needs to
Who?
understand. You two.
Didn't really
You
plan on
two,
it.
Joshua Tree.
All right.
sign
We
me
got to cut
up.
that out. We got to cut it out.
I'm Chard. Next.
I'm Cayman. Hello.
And I'm down. You can call me whatever you want. I won't be upset.
Hello, Jeff.
Second guess.
Oh, I'm sorry, Mark.
A Jeff with a G. That'd be kind of cool. Do you know
that
any
means you
Jeff?
have money.
Really?
G, you come from money. J, trash.
Ooh.
Hey, how many? Everyone knows a Jeff with a J who's not doing so well.
I know a Jeff with a G.
How's he doing?
He works, Millworks at Home Depot.
Is that good? That doesn't sound good.
Mm.
But he's with a GEOFF?
Mm-hmm.
He's an outlier.
I know another Jeff I went to middle school with, Jeff Lunsk.
Oh, shout out Jeff Lunch.
Shouts out Jeff Lunsk.
Homie.
No, you don't know?
Always like that.
Is
guy.
he
Super
still
cool.
with us?
Yeah.
Okay, that's good.
He's not.
You never know.
I have to assume, yeah.
Yeah, someone with the name Jeff. You never know.
I hate
true.
that. I hate
Very
that my
true.
name was a whole
a whole
thing, a
thing.
whole bit.
Yeah,
It's the
we bid
first
it-
thing,
We
too.
bidded your name.
I
pretty
hate that my
hard.
name got fucking
Yeah.
canned on the first bit.
Of all names.
Of all names, Chard.
Yeah.
Also a vegetable for our listeners.
Have you ever had chard?
Yeah.
That's like a Food Network vegetable. You know, you see it and you're like, what do you do?
I'm gonna braise some chard. and
Yeah,
some
no one's
bacon.
ever had
I
chard.
don't have it often.
Often.
You have it every
I'm-
day. It's you.
Okay.
You don't eat it just to be like, oh, that's me.
No, I don't eat it for fun.
Yeah.
There's rainbow chard.
Honestly,
Which-
I was thinking about getting a chard tattoo. Like that is the
For
pe-
him?
Yeah, it's like the vegetable. Like,
I'm
it looks
waiting
like
to hear what
lettuce,
your
right?
tattoo idea for me was. I'm threatened by that.
It's
First of all, I get the shittiest chair. Okay? I get the shittiest chair. And then I already find out that you guys are getting tattoos of each other.
How did you know I was getting a tattoo of him?
What's yours going to be? A little gecko thing?
It's a caiman.
a gecko thing.
That's what they are, right?
No,
With
they're
teeth?
fucking alligators.
Like a small alligator, though. Like a big lizard. Small
It's a
alligator.
caiman.
And
But I want it like on my forearm.
Is this real?
This is pretty real.
You guys have already talked about tattoos.
I didn't know about that.
I
Didn't know about that.
my caiman tattoo?
Yeah, I didn't know.
Mhm.
It was either that or a penguin with a monocle.
I knew that one.
Why?
Just cause.
So,
I like
yeah, I mean, feel
birds.
free to talk about what you were going to getting me? Because I was gonna get one of you guys.
I was probably
which is
gonna get
It's just gonna say the word liar.
Outlier. Jeff.
Joff.
So what are we talking about today?
We're gonna start with Cayman. Cayman, what's on your mind?
What's on my mind?
Yeah,
You tell me.
why
You
would
have
I
the
know that?
notes. You have the note. What am I supposed to be talking about
it
here?
does
huh?
say here. In
Huh?
I
What does
actually
it say?
I wrote in all caps too. Actually, Cayman bartender stories.
Oh, bartender stories. Okay. So, for the listeners, I am bartender on the weekends, and I deal with a lot of shitty people. Just drunk or just stupid ass people. So, my most recent story.
I know. I go to bars. Am I a shitty, mean person?
You sound like Chard right now.
Are
dude.
you are you fucking annoying when you go to bars?
Can we say what bar, or do you not want to call it out?
I don't want to call it out.
Actually, say it. No, we'll cover it up.
Yeah.
Go ahead, say it.
Yeah. There we go. Okay, so that's where I work. It is in. And so what I do is deal with drunk people all night. And I
At a bar, you do?
I do.
That's crazy.
I had this guy come up to me, and he would just walked up to the bar, looked me dead in the eye, and said 8:05. And I look at him back, and I say, please.
9:15.
Was he telling you what time it was?
He was just coming up and demanding a beer.
Sounds like
And
Chard was there.
I don't like that. So I asked him, I was like, please. And then he got really upset by it. And then I had to lie to my manager and say that because of course I had to tell my manager the story. And he thought that the guy enjoyed me saying please to him.
Yeah.
Like he thought it was funny. He didn't. The guy did not think it was funny.
Was his name Jeff?
Your patron?
Probably Jeff. Yeah, my patron.
Didn't think it was funny.
He got mad.
Oh.
Yeah, and then I told my manager that he was fine with it. But no, the guy got mad.
And then?
He was mad the rest of the night.
That's it?
That's it.
Is that what you saved for this?
That's it. That's it.
There was a lot of buildup for the story.
It was a lot better when I had another story, but then I realized that
was it? You realized while you were telling that one that the second one was not much better?
yeah, it was.
That was the good one.
This weekend wasn't very good for drunk people.
That was the good story?
That was the good story.
What's the worst drunk person story you've ever had though?
The worst one?
Has there ever been a throwdown?
I've seen hella fights, not with me though.
Well, right.
No one's ever tried to
I've
fight
seen
me.
hella fights too, bro.
No,
Chill.
I mean, at the bar.
I've been in all sorts of fights.
I know. I get
brother.
I get
I'm in all
scuffled.
sorts of fights, brother. No, I mean, I've dealt with hella drunk people. Like a couple weeks ago, this guy came up to me and he was like, he rolls up. It's like probably like 10 o'clock and he's at the bar all like kind of like wobbly a little bit, like obviously fucked up. And he finally go up to him and he's like, hey. And I'm like, hello. And he looks at me and he goes, do you guys have shots?
I would say that's probably.
And I look
I can
at him,
guarantee we do.
look at him dead in the eyes, and I'm like, give him a look, and then I turn around and I'm like, yeah, we're a full bar. What,
Yeah.
what kind of shots are you looking for? And he goes, turns around, just turns around after asking me this fucking question, and just puts his back to the bar, and I just fucking walk away. And then he ends up going to someone else who's working and ends up getting like a fucking old fashioned. Like, how the fuck did you go from
Technically,
wanting
that's a shot of something in there.
This guy sounds like a dick.
Wanting shots to old fashions. Like, how the fuck are you also going to ask for a shot? Like, of what? There
I feel
are
like that's walking up
so
to a
many
bar.
different booze options.
Yeah.
Like,
I feel like that's
what
walking
the fuck
up and
do you want a
saying,
shot of?
hey, what do you got?
Dude, that also happened to me. Someone was like, hey, what kind of beers do you have on draft? Literally standing right behind the draft.
You're asking people to read.
And
It's
I was,
dark in
I
there.
literally, I turned to him and I looked at him and I was like, I have these ones right here.
Yeah.
What
And
what
then
fucking
you said,
question do
"Chard,
you have? Yeah.
get out of my bar."
Exactly. And then I was like, oh shit, is that Chard? That's crazy. I
And
didn't
he was
even
like,
recognize
you
it.
should, you're going
funny-
to call me Chard.
Funny thing happened to me at a bar last weekend. I go up and I'm like, hey man, do you guys got any shots?
Oh, wow.
And this dude looks at me like, he turns around and looks at his bar. And I'm
Yeah.
like, what the fuck's he turning around for? And then he turned around. And then so I turn around. Fuck that dude.
Yeah, man, that's a cool.
that
That's a cool
bartender.
story. Fuck,
Dude,
that
you
guy.
look way different in a beanie, I guess. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
As a bartender.
Yeah.
What's like the shittiest drink to order at a bar?
Like, shitty as in I hate making it, or like...
You know, like if someone goes to a bar and they're like, I don't want to be that guy who orders that thing.
What is that thing?
What is that thing?
That thing is a fucking Adios or
Okay.
a Long Island iced tea.
Does that happen often?
Absolutely. If you order that, I automatically think you're a trash person.
Really?
Told you.
Really?
And to be fair, I have had a Long Island iced tea and thought it was delicious. I'll say it.
But probably.
But
Yeah.
what, like, literally, you're just mixing booze and then covering it up with sugar. Like, how is that?
Now, what's the opposite of that? Like, if someone asks for that, are you like, oh, what a cool guy. He knows what a Skippy McDingus
water?
is.
Yeah, honestly, if you fucking cruise up, I'm like, yeah, dude, I'm not drinking. I'm just drinking water. And I'm like, homie, do you want a shot with that water? And he's like, fuck yeah, I do. I'm the DD.
Really?
No.
What is wrong with you, dude? I fell for that. Someone investigate this guy.
This dude's probably sober. You want a shot?
No, if someone, like, I mean, not to be, like, I work at a whiskey bar. So, like, when someone rolls up and was like, oh, I want a whiskey, but, like, can you fucking use High West, Midsummer
I
Night's
hate
Dram, shit
those
like
people,
that?
dude, that come up
Like,
to a bar and they're like,
well, how about this? Do you have
you
people-
guys don't have one of these?
Yeah,
you guys don't have doing
fuck
these back
those.
there?
We don't, luckily, I don't get a lot of those people, but, like,
do you get people who are like, oh, here's a drink that I make, and here are all the ingredients.
No, oh my
Can you
god.
make
Or
that?
dude, when people are like, hey, I went to this other bar and I had this drink that tasted like this,
Yeah,
and
go
I'm
back
like,
there.
yeah, what, like, I try to be as, like, nice as possible and be like, well, do you know, like, what it was in
No, you
it? And they're like, sometimes I do. It depends. It depends what kind of day it is. But
So
like,
as someone who has like a bar anxiety, if I go up and I'm like, oh, it'd be cool if I just ordered like a vodka soda, you don't care, do you?
no, fuck no. Order a vodka. Order
I
a
feel like
vodka
that's
soda.
kind of like a go-to.
That's a go-to. Absolutely.
I know.
if
but
you
that's
don't
like,
know what you want, or you don't, you're
that's
like,
like
Dude,
the
the
inside of
word-
me
I
who's
don't
like,
wanna be
I
an
need something
asshole.
to sound
Speaking
cool.
of not knowing what you want, when I fucking roll up to someone who I know has been waiting for a decent amount of time, and I roll up to them like, hey, man, what can I get you? Or, hey, like, what can I get you? Whatever. And they turn around to ask the 18 people that they're with, I'll just fucking walk away. I
hey,
don't.
what did you guys want?
Yeah,
Hey,
exactly.
what do you want?
You had.
What do you
You've
want?
been. I've watched you. You've been waiting for 20 minutes while I help out other people, and you still don't know what you want. Get the fuck out of here.
Wow.
Figure it out.
Yeah, Jeff.
Fucking Chard
Get out
and
of here,
Jeff.
Jeff and
Jeff and
Chard.
Chard hanging out,
Jeff
going
and
to
Chard
bars.
gotta get out.
Fucking God.
Also, Cayman isn't just a bartender. This is part of his life.
Yeah,
Probably the
I go-
most
I just
fascinating
bartend on
job
weekend. Yeah.
mix I've ever heard.
Well, honestly,
Bartender
from an-
boatman,
From an anthropological standpoint,
from a sociologically
Yeah.
economic.
I think it's probably the most interesting.
geologically wise, I mean, it makes
yeah,
sense.
I mean exponentially, it's definitely,
Dallin, do you want to explain a little bit about what you do?
systematically. I am a spaceman.
Jesus Christ.
I do space stuff. How about this idea? It's a little out there. Ice bucket. Bottom. P-boys.
I also.
I didn't get any of
We
that.
got a mic on the bucket.
Oh, I just pee whenever I want.
Should we
yeah.
just install catheters? in our cell?
I think you got the supplies.
I have a couple inside. So yeah, so my mom and I run an assisted living for the elderly.
Yeah.
So if we reference anything that I do, it's probably going to pertain to old people or catheters or
We'll redact the names.
I'm not going to give. Yeah, I can't give anyone's name.
Yeah,
out.
that's very illegal.
Well, I said we redact them.
I'm not going to
But
say
why
that.
not? Yeah,
How about we
then
give
have-
generic names?
Then we have to do that in post.
So
and then it's like-
Bob.
Or we do like the, we
Oh, I would
put
love
the
to do
voice
that.
effect
So
on.
I'm dealing with all females. I'll just
Uh-huh.
use male names, very generic. Bob lately
uh-huh.
has been. Yeah, this is not a joke.
Yeah, it's
Really?
real.
I am not joking. This is a very real thing.
And that's on you to go in there.
What do you mean it's on me? It's not my fault that this is happening. I'm just
I didn't say
Yeah,
it's
that's
on you.
your-
Like you have to. You have
That's
to
your
wear
doing.
That.
That's your
Obvious-
doing, right?
obviously
Like
I'm,
that's on you to go in there and
deal with it.
Scrub-
Yes, I
Scrub
go
it.
in there
Scrub daddy
with
on
the
that.
fucking.
You shepherd ferry that shit. Dude.
Yeah.
Sweet pace, baby.
What do? You do broom with rag attached, or do you go straight?
You ever seen Mary Poppins?
No.
You know Dick Van
I
Dyke?
refuse.
He's a chimney sweep.
I refuse.
I look like a chimney sweep at the end of the day.
Really?
Covered in ash? Wait, what?
Oh, I get it.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
not
that's cool.
ash. Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah.
You leave it on? Like,
I put it on me. So I was thinking about how it's not awkward, but how interesting it is. I feel like we're all meta thinking about how this is supposed to go.
oh yeah.
And
Yeah,
how
absolutely.
when you're telling a story and you're like, is this funny? Am I normally this like funny?
Is
or
this
is it
Neo
not?
5 story
Yeah,
gonna kill?
exactly. My entire
Please don't-
rant of people.
I already
was
told
like,
everyone, like, save it.
Yeah,
This is prime time.
Make sure you listen to the.
Don't tell an
pods. I'm
805
telling-
story.
I'm telling a really good story.
Yeah, if
And
your
then
story
I fucking-
bombs,
Yeah, I bombed.
It's
I'm
okay.
sorry. I'm
it's
sorry.
okay. We're gonna bomb.
I feel like I kind of made it up though with like some of the other stuff I talked about, but
Mhm.
like,
Yeah, no, you did.
yeah, you know,
This is mostly came in looking for, like, reassurance.
Yeah.
I
No,
need
yeah, it was good.
reassurance, please. Thank
Your
you.
story was good.
Thank you guys.
Not the whole 805 part and the guy at the
And
bar.
hey,
and
as
everything.
bad as that story was, Richard threatened people within.
That's true.
20
8 seconds. Yeah,
I know.
nah,
I kind of bombed immediately and
Yeah.
got ripped for it. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
nah, yeah. So thank you for
I
not
have a
ripping
flawless
me.
record so far.
Not ripping me. Well, you still.
Why don't you tell a fucking story?
Yeah, wait, hold on. We still don't know what you do.
Yeah, so it's easy. What I do is, and that's basically what I do. I actually only wrote for you 105 ladies, which I already forgot, which is actually for me. I said I was forgetful. I already forgot what 105 ladies
That's
was for.
right. Dallin has short-term memory loss.
I do.
He does.
He
How many
doesn't
things
he-
have I forgotten already?
already?
At least 5.
5 things.
Yeah.
You both agreed
Just-
on 5.
Yeah,
That's really
just
interesting.
because we've been keeping track.
I feel like I often ask, wait, what did you just say? And
After
that's most of what I say.
after immediately telling you.
Wait,
Yeah.
what?
One more time.
Yeah.
Yes.
Just no, you can't do any like translation for deaf people unless there's like a little video screen.
Yes.
We're gonna have to do a video version of this. Can we hire?
people?
Yeah,
Like
we're
a
gonna
sign language?
video this eventually.
Okay. Well, if you're deaf, I'm sorry, you can't
I don't.
follow along with the first couple episodes, I guess.
I'm just gonna say this. I don't think most podcasts
Yeah.
are for deaf people.
Which I understand. I'm just saying, in the spirit of like getting as many people to include with this.
Keep going.
Eventually, we will have a platform for you. But again, you probably don't know that right now because you can't listen to this one. So I guess to those out there, which again, you don't know that I'm saying this right now.
They're just
But
unaware.
there will be a podcast down the line that is accessible to you. And I guess we'll
Wait.
just have to wait till that time to tell you, go.
We might be one of the
We
first.
planned this.
They're
That's
just
a new market.
they're just unaware of how inclusive
All
we
these
really
assholes with podcasts not even paying any attention to deaf people. And I'm sorry. I think we found
are.
our
I mean,
window.
I think if people weren't paying attention to deaf people, they wouldn't really know anyway.
True, but I'm just saying. I think we found our.
Like if I ignored my
we're
deaf
huge in the
homie,
deaf community.
if I ignored my deaf homie, he might not even fucking know.
Yeah. Hey, shout out to that guy,
Shouts out deaf people.
Deaf Jeff. I think we can crack top 10 deaf.
Deaf podcast. I don't really want to get like pigeonholed into like
We don't want to be like that group, like Christian rock.
yeah.
All right. Well, that kind of tailspin, but eventually we will have a little window. Do we know anyone who knows sign
Tailspin.
language?
That was good. Sign language.
Yeah.
Yeah. A B C D E.
Great, you're gonna fucking spell for them. That's awesome.
You're the okay.
Do you spell out
That's
every
not
letter of
sign
every word
language.
for them?
That's just
Sign alphabet.
Yeah.
Sorry. I don't know ASL or whatever it is.
Hey, you
The
don't know
podcast
ASMR?
itself, 20 minutes, but since you have to do every letter of every word, it's gonna be like 7 hours for them.
Let's move on.
Okay. I'm still curious about the 105 ladies.
Oh, so I have a new lady in my house I have a new lady in my home who is 105 years old. Actually, she's 104, but her birthday's in 2 weeks. So
She's 104.
dude.
I can't even conceptualize 104.
So to branch off his story, we were here doing woodwork because that's what we do. In
Yeah, I
our spare
remember
time, because
I couldn't make it that time, right?
Yeah, we're men and we do woodworking. And
Is that when you guys decided to get tattoos for each other?
yeah, the lady was here and she rolled up, checked out the house, whatever, because that's what they do before they get like a new lady. They come in like
the 104-year-old.
Yeah, they check out the
She
house.
checked out the house.
She came
Dude,
and looked at the
she
house
and had an opinion on it.
Yep.
Oh yeah, let me get there. So she rolls up, like her daughters are with her. They go in the house, and they end up coming out. And while she's like getting into the car, she asks her daughter, "What kind of heating do they have here?
You guys have
And-
central air.
Do you guys have
Oh.
central?" And I was like, "Oh man, that's an interesting question." And then they end up leaving, whatever. And Richard's mom comes out, and she's like talking to us, and then she goes, "How old do you think that lady was?" And I was like, "I don't know, like maybe like
25.
She was like 30. No, she like I was like, I don't know, like maybe like early 80s, like late 70s, whatever. And she goes, "Nah, lady's 104." What? How is a 104-year-old lady
That's not
asking
real age.
what kind of heating a house
Yeah.
has?
She has real opinions.
Like,
and
Well,
real-
in her defense,
legitimately-
she never even knew what electricity was for like
That's true.
90% of her life.
Mm,
Don't check me on that.
We're gonna fact check you on when.
Was
Electricity
she
was-
standing up when she was making
Absolutely.
this assessment?
She had a walker, but she was cruising.
I would double check that age. That's
she
not 104.
she got in the car with like a little bit of help, but like she was. I
Really?
legit thought she was
And
like
had
80.
opinions.
She
You're
was straight-
104. Like, it is what it is.
Do opinions stop at a certain age?
I think
you're
they
not
should.
after 90, you can't have an opinion.
Yeah, beyond 90, I think you should have someone, representing your thoughts. Don't you think?
Like a power of attorney.
Yeah,
She has
at
one.
104. She's going, I don't know if this is good enough for me. You're 104. Just take it.
I mean, she was just
what you
talking.
get.
The fact that she was saying words, walking, and getting around.
I agree with you. That's my point.
Yeah.
Wow, how impressive.
Yeah, big wow.
Yeah. So now you're going to say, oh, it doesn't have central, which I'm assuming it does. Nod to the business, central air.
Uh-huh.
Wow, that's incredible.
Yeah.
If I'm 104, I'm staying here.
I hope so.
Most people can't
You're
find
not
an
getting a
apartment with
discount.
central air in Long Beach. So that's pretty cool. Good to know in like 90 years I can finally get that.
Are you 14?
That's the math, huh?
That is.
That was quick math.
So 90 years from I'm 117. That'd be cool, man.
That
Which
was,
one of us is going to live the longest, do you think?
For sure
Ooh.
you.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I
I think
like that because
yeah.
I thought so, but I didn't want to say
No,
that out loud.
absolutely.
who's gonna get gray hair first?
Okay, also me
you.
though,
Also Dallin.
which is like a nod in your guys' column.
Who's gonna look the best with gray hair?
Cayman.
Me. Oh. I said he was gonna look good with gray hair. Who's gonna look the best?
I mean, come on.
All right.
He's going to look great with gray hair.
Thank you.
I'm going to look weird.
You already
general?
look weird.
Jeez, dude. But I'm going to be at both your funerals saying who looks weird now. You
Still
do.
you.
Still me.
You know
Only
what my
gray and dead.
you know what my
Still look
tombstone's
weirder.
gonna say?
What?
Still you.
Wow.
Ooh, that's a good band name.
Still you?
Still
That
you.
is- that's like, I'm getting like Lifehouse vibes.
I was getting more of like tiny moving parts, like
Still you?
emo.
Okay, well, agreed.
You
That's
know,
pretty good.
They like tap the guitar.
Do it again. Some twiddles. You know they're gonna re-release King of the Hill.
Are they
What?
really? What do you mean?
That's
Like
what
new
I heard.
episodes?
Well, yeah, new
They're
episodes.
doing that with Futurama too.
That's cool. Only you care.
That's
By the way, I have a really creaky chair.
it's fucking rude.
I just want to highlight the differences in chairs. First of all, you two are like, we need a third.
Person.
Yeah, this was already a thing between you two. You're
Yeah.
like, I need a third. And then you guys are like, how about a folding chair in a hot ass garage? Cool, man.
I don't.
Appreciate
It's
it.
not as hot anymore.
Okay, well,
How is it less hot? Oh, I guess it's
also
later in the day.
you,
Yeah,
act,
when-
you
Okay,
you
we'll
also
edit that
act
out.
like we wouldn't have had to been in the hot garage.
Wouldn't have had to bid.
Wouldn't we talk about who's going to live longer? I think he's already showing
I'm-
signs.
His
I'm-
brain's already given.
I'm
Yeah,
out.
it
getting
already
there.
peaked.
I'm getting there.
Well, you're the most forgetful.
Hey, yeah,
So,
fuck you, Dallin.
You
That is
might
true.
physically live longer,
Yeah.
but mentally,
Wow.
You're on your way
think
out.
you're checking out.
That's kind of a bummer.
Yeah, Mark.
I think I went to the store yesterday. I meant to get trash bags, and that was like it. and I left with coffee. And then halfway home, I was like, no, I needed rice, which was not even on the initial agenda. I walked back, got it, and still came home and was like, I forgot the fucking trash bags.
Wait, so you remember the trash bags when you got home?
The second time.
Wait, you went
back?
I almost got all the way home and was like, no, I need rice. And then I went back, only got rice, came back and was like, the whole reason I went here was for trash bags.
Dear God.
Yeah.
You should start writing stuff down.
I forget to, which is a bummer. I agree. I probably should.
You should write it down now.
Yeah, what do you
To
need at the
write
grocery store
time.
this week? What do you need at the grocery store this week? Make
Trash
your
bags
list
is definitely on the top of that list. I'm just dropping the trash and going, I don't know. I'm like a sim.
It's just
like a broken sim.
it's just in the can with no bag.
Yeah.
What
That's-
have you been doing with your trash?
Huh?
What have you been doing?
Okay, what are you, the trash police?
I'm just asking a question.
You a raccoon?
Dude, he lives in Long Beach. He just dumps it on the beach.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Ooh, are you calling that beach trashy? I think it is a trash beach.
Shouts out Long Beach.
That's the worst.
Shouts out Long Beach. I work in Long Beach pretty much every day of the week.
Yeah?
Yeah.
In the boat area.
In the boat area on the water.
What is that? There's a lot of boats there.
the harbor.
There's hella boats.
That's a crazy amount of boats in one area. And I don't always see people. It's always filled with boats, which makes me wonder,
Are you curious as to where all these people are?
where are all the people with all the boats?
Well, if you look at the boat to people ratio in this,
But are these leisure boats or are these work boats?
Mostly leisure, the boats that you see, probably.
Which no one uses a leisure boat.
I'm
in
sorry.
this economy?
I'm
Yeah.
sorry, what?
Obviously.
Well, I had
you
this
have
question
to-
the other
no,
day, actually, walking down
Yeah.
near the harbor area. How
Where
much
were you,
does it-
like shoreline?
Yeah, I'm like, how
Yeah.
much does it cost to fill up a boat with gas? And
Thousands of dollars.
No one's going to just go
Thousands of
Wait.
dollars.
boating.
to fill up a boat
Thousands of dollars.
It's like
with gas,
It's like a
well,
billion gallons.
yeah, it depends. If you're,
Where the
I work
bo-
on
where-
mainly like diesel stuff.
where are
but
the boat gas stations?
I thought
There's-
that. I'm like, it
there's-
has to be on the water.
There's filling stations like on the water. Yeah.
Are there
You got to
like
take that shit on land and
Are
go to
there-
Arco like all the rest of us Americans.
are there like chevrons and Arcos? And,
No, it's
or
not
is it like one?
It's not
dude?
like branded. Yeah, I don't know
It's
exactly.
Cayman.
I don't know exactly how
With
it
a little
works. Like
backpack.
if who owns the fueling docks and stuff.
Yeah, and
But
how about those gas
it's
prices
literally-
for boats too? Am I right?
I think
Yeah.
it's a little bit more, but yeah, you fill
Already.
it like. I mean, we work on
What's the price per gallon?
probably, like I said, a little more. Like,
Really?
like
What's a little more?
Boat gas.
I
Is
don't
it
know, a
different
couple
gas?
bucks. No,
So like
Gen-
$9 a
diesel-
gallon.
Diesel will be a little bit different than the stuff you get out of the pump. The diesel stuff that you get like on the docks will be like the same stuff they put in tractors and shit.
What a
So it's
fascinating
like there's
life.
like
He
there's
has both
diesel
boat
diesel that's
side
worked for
and bar side.
exactly. There's diesel that
life.
works for like diesel kind of works for everything, but there's diesel that works for like big trucking equipment and stuff.
Are you
Because
saying I could
most-
put diesel in my car?
Not if you have a gas fucking powered car.
Let's
So
turn to
diesel-
a Q&A
dumbass.
about diesel. Shout out to Big
Diesel
Diesel.
and gas are not interchangeable. If
Is
that's what you're
diesel
asking.
gas?
No,
What is it?
it's diesel.
That's not an educated answer. I don't think he knows what
I don't
he's
think he
talking
knows
about.
what diesel is.
Sounds like you need to call an
saying,
expert.
all I'm saying
Yeah.
is that you can get diesel for your boat from a gas station, but the diesel that they give you on the docks, like the fueling docks and stuff, is made for like big, powerful equipment. Because most of the diesel engines that are on boats are like from tractors and shit, like Caterpillars. I work on Volvos and stuff that they use. Like Volvo makes semi engines as
So
well.
what are
like
those
for
doing
big
on
trucks.
boats?
Powering the boat.
Tractors?
It doesn't sound right. Something just doesn't seem right with that story.
Something's just not adding up with this whole gas crisis.
I-
I'm sure we're in.
Which is
Okay,
really the root
but
of this
to
podcast.
answer your original question, it costs thousands of dollars to fill up a boat because we work on these engines that have
Which is
like.
why no one's driving a boat and then they're all at a harbor. And it's like, what?
Well, there's people who live on their boats too that are there.
That's
Liveaboards.
Boat people in the harbor?
Which harbor? Like shoreline
I
that
get
you're
living
walking
on your
at?
boat
Like,
when it's like at sea.
No,
no,
people
people,
live-
live
people
on
live
their
on boats.
boats. It's called a slip that you park in, right? It's a parking space at the docks.
We're learning boat lingo.
And people live in their boat, and you have to rent like a liverboard slip,
That's
and you pay.
Interesting.
Ultimately, you
Boat
pay
rent.
like let's say you paid $600 a month.
So
that's
is there a
your
lot of
rent.
like
You don't even have to pay. You don't like rent. We all know in Southern California is like thousands of dollars.
Is there also like a boat rent eviction epidemic going on?
Well, I mean, if you're not paying your slip rental, yeah, they fucking
Yo, cruise to my slip.
Yeah, no, it's
Ugh,
literally what
Jesus.
people. Yeah, I asked.
Tinder bio.
We talked to people, and they're like, "Oh, what slip is your boat in?" That's how you know where it is. Like the slips are numbered.
You're at the good bar.
What gangway are you at? It's like
gangway?
Yeah, that's what like. So it's
What's
every.
a gangway?
It's like I'm on
We're in
gangway.
like deep Long Beach boat territory.
I'm on gangway B. You know, oh, I'm in Shoreline. I'm on
Hey, I'm
gangway
in
B.
gangway B, fool.
Exactly, down ass shit, son. So I'm on gangway B and I'm in slip 17, and then so you go to gangway B.
And what's wrong with their boat?
Anything?
Anything.
Do they
working-
live on it because it doesn't move?
I'm sorry.
Well, no,
Because
people.
gas is too expensive.
People,
They're like, I'm staying at
yeah.
this goddamn.
There's
dock.
people who live on their boats and they don't run, and there's also people who live on their boats and they run perfectly
So
fine.
you can just
It's- I don't
buy
I
something
don't,
that
I don't
floats and say that's my
exclusive.
house
Yeah,
now.
yeah, straight up. I don't exclusively work on people's boats who live there. One or two, they don't run.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like I work on people's boats who don't run, and I'm trying to like
Trying to
figure
make them
out
run.
why they don't run. Right? But
What's
it's
your favorite gangway?
What's your favorite slip?
Shoreline A dock, baby.
What's up with A-Doc?
There's hella fishies that live
Shouts out A-Doc.
right when you go down like the fucking walkway. There's hella fishies everywhere.
That's what you like about it?
I like that a lot. Yeah.
What kind of fish?
And also, I don't fucking know. I don't know. I don't fish, but I like the fish.
He's not a fish person. He's a
But-
boat person.
But also on A dock, there's like hella expensive boats. So like,
Can we talk about
I
how many
like
times he
work.
said
I
hella?
like. I like working.
This guy
I
lives in
like,
San Francisco for what, like 2 years, and now
Yeah.
he says hella.
like
I like-
fucking a week.
I like working on expensive boats.
Hell yeah, dude.
Why?
Hella yeah.
Is this like a manifesting thing where you're like,
A little bit, yeah. And then also, I just kind of
That's
like
cool.
being like. A lot of the time, like when you're on an expensive boat, like stuff's like taken care of well.
shit's cleaner?
You know, yeah, exactly. So
Yeah.
like, you know, some of the like my dad's had clients for like 15 years and stuff like that. So like whenever we work on like reoccurring clients like that, I know my dad has worked on the boat, so I know everything is going to be like pristine. Cuz my dad's like very meticulous about shit like cleaning and like all that stuff. So when we go on shit, it's like I know that this bolt is going to be really easy to take off cuz you greased it before you put in. Like that's other people don't fucking do that shit.
I always grease my bolts before I put them in.
Exactly. You have to.
Ugh. That's a Chard thing to say, don't you
Yeah,
think?
it is.
He even
still-
calls himself Chard, but dude.
I know.
I don't. Okay. That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
I feel like I learned
I
a
know
little
a
bit.
lot
that's
more about
boats.
boats.
Yeah,
That's
I feel
boats.
like-
I mean, they're among us, right? We need to learn about them.
A lot of things are among
only,
us.
I know, but we're only worried about like,
Spiders.
land things. Don't get me started on spiders.
I
don't do
I think I'm more worried about aerial things than land things.
like what? So worried. Can't even name one.
Rogue,
seem that
like
worried.
rogue hummingbirds.
Why?
Let's hear that.
What a rogue hummingbird is?
Let's hear it. What is
It's
that?
a hummingbird
so
that just
scared.
goes rogue and then wants to come like peck you in the face.
Has that ever happened to you?
No, not. But I found a hummingbird in my house recently.
Wow.
Inside the
That's
house.
a danger to 104-year-olds for sure.
That's a danger, dude.
To 140-year-old people?
What's a danger, dude?
That's Cajun, boy. We need a,
That right there's a danger, dude.
yeah, we need a Cajun dude on this podcast. That'd be sweet.
I feel like now's a good time to call Christian. For
Let's
his
do
little,
it, dude.
Let's do
Wait, hold on.
conspiracy.
I'm hooked up, right?
Yeah.
That was
Jesus
not
fucking
what I
Christ,
was
that
told that
not-
would be.
That went well. That went
Yeah, that was good. So you were told he had conspiracy theories.
Here's what I learned. Christian told me when he learned about a little podcast situation
Mhm.
that he wanted to be the conspiracy theory guy.
Okay, I feel that.
He
I
has
respect it.
he comes in on the show. Maybe he needs to be here in person. I don't know.
Yeah,
But-
maybe.
He wanted to be the conspiracy guy. He comes in and says, "Ooh, you know, and birds aren't real."
Hold on.
Yeah.
They're not. Go on.
They're not.
Well, that's a fact, but go on.
Okay, so whatever real conspiracy he has, he would come in and do it on the show. So obviously he wasn't ready with one off the bat.
You literally texted him and said,
I thought that was
"Hey."
already set up.
Yeah, what the fuck?
I'm disappointed, Christian.
I felt like I was getting roasted for a second there, but we're roasting Christian.
We're roasting.
No, I'm kind of roasting you too.
Oh, no,
Cool.
No, I'm roasting him too.
Oh no, I'm strictly roasting Christian.
Yeah, me too.
Fucking
Yeah,
guy.
me too.
He's a good guy.
He's a great guy.
He's
Yeah,
a
good guy.
Dude's got a kid, got a wife.
So I get it. And soccer, he doesn't have time for conspiracies.
I've never seen
Is
that
there
man
even a
kick
Galaxy game on right now?
There has to be because he was not ready. Was that ice in the background?
I thought it was an ice
He
machine.
definitely was getting ice out of his fridge.
Yeah.
I mean,
while on the phone.
He
with
was
us.
clear about he was distracted.
Yeah. He
Took
was
a
not
phone
ready
call,
for the
was
phone
like,
call.
oh, it's ice time. Oh, there's a game on.
No, there's no way he's watching anything but the Galaxy because the Premier League just ended.
Who?
Wait, was it the Premier League? Real Madrid just won something.
Yeah.
Alan, are you familiar?
Chelsea.
No, in Champions League.
Champions League, that's what it was? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Which is all of the leagues.
Man
together.
U. Man U, baby.
Yep, there goes Chard just naming soccer teams. That's
Super
great.
British guy.
Yeah,
over here.
wow, that's great.
You should have never invited me to this.
Swindler.
The Tinder swindler. You see that?
Didn't see it.
It's good.
Was it good?
Yeah.
How?
Do you want Down Reviews Netflix documentaries?
Fucking spoil it because I
Yo.
don't care.
All right. Where do you want me to start?
Fucking from the beginning.
beginning.
Tell me everything. Tell me. Okay, tell me what happens.
So this guy.
Why it's so interesting and
Okay.
what the stakes are. Like,
All right. So
give me all the juice.
there's a
Ribeye.
guy on Tinder who meets women. All right. Lures them into like very fancy dates, fancy hotel, fancy dinner. Brings them into this lifestyle. Like this guy's super rich. All right. So then, of
I'm
course, they go on the
following.
date. They're like, wow, this guy's, he's attractive. He's super wealthy. Like, this is very interesting. He has a very exotic lifestyle. He's always on the move. Hey, you want to come fly to London? I'll fly you out here, stay in the nicest hotels, blah, 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 blah.
It seems unstable. That's not attractive to me. Just a guy who's all over the place.
Have you ever been swindled by a Tindler?
Swindled by a Tindler?
Yeah.
I've never been swindled by
And
a Tindler.
this isn't about you.
All right. Keep
All right,
going.
There's other people. Have you?
Keep going.
No, I have
All
not.
right. Well, different strokes for different folks. So they go out there. They meet
Cheers.
this guy. They keep going around with him until eventually he's like, hey, I just need to borrow a little bit of money. All right.
Just a smidge.
Just a light amount of money because, eventually they're no longer together, but he's still on the move. And, hijinks ensue, but he needs a little bit of money because, he's being threatened by people. People are after him. Oh, so basically background. He's supposed to be like a diamond guy.
What is,
Speaking of that, have you seen The Serpent?
Okay, different story, but sure.
They do jewels.
Serpent?
The Serpent.
I haven't seen it.
Then what do you mean different story? You don't even know what it's about.
like snakes?
Yeah.
I said different story, but then I was like, wait a minute, sounds interesting.
Yeah, it's I think it's on Netflix. Guy does the same, swindles people, thinks he's like a jewel salesman, shit like that. But that's what made me
He
think of it.
thinks he's
But
a
he's like a-
jewel.
He's a diamond guy?
People think he's a diamond guy.
Was he
Alright.
swindled?
Good
He
segue.
also thinks he's a diamond guy.
He's been
It's very
swindled
weird.
into swindling
very
other
weird.
people.
A
Mm.
lot of swindlers out there in the diamond industry. So he's like a famous diamond dude. That's a good preface for
Like a
this.
mogul.
Yeah, so
He's a
obviously,
diamond mogul.
diamond industry, he's always threatened for some reason. I don't know. Like people are out to kill him. I don't know. So
You've seen Blood Diamond?
no,
Oh,
I have not.
just watch it.
Spoiler
Too long.
alert.
Too long. Don't watch it.
So, eventually gets people in on this, like, oh, this image that he's under danger, and so they need to pay for, like, his protection or his hotel somewhere. And then, eventually, I'm going to skip a lot over it, but eventually he, like, has a bunch of their money. I'm talking, like, hundreds of thousands of dollars, and then moves on to the next person. So, basically what he's doing is he's using their money to fund his swindling of another person on Twindler. So he's going around swindling a lot of Tinders, you know what I mean? But like with multiple different people.
Wait,
he's
hold
funding
on.
the next person's
But he's
con.
also, it seems like he's really good at finding people who have a lot of money.
Yeah, I was going to say that.
Because, like,
Well, a lot of people go into a lot of debt. being conned
they,
out
like,
too.
take
Like they
out
write
loans
checks
and
and
stuff.
And
Oh,
all of his like payments for all the hotels, like the fancy dinners, are in their name.
Interesting.
Yeah, so he never uses his own name for anything, and then he cons that person, and with that money that he's conning them for,
Yeah.
uses it on the next person. I mean, all of it's bullshit. He's never in any danger. He like
Yeah, of
fakes like bloody scenes with like his security guard and stuff.
How do you think his first couple rounds went?
I mean,
I feel like with any startup,
Clearly well.
I feel like with any startup, you need some capital to kind of.
Are you trying to compare him to starting a business?
I feel like he did start a business.
he did. By the way, he went to jail and is free now. He's
Yeah.
doing the same shit now.
Yeah, he's
Wait,
still
really?
He's still
Yeah.
doing it right.
Which con stories are like super popular.
So
right
I feel
now on
like I
Netflix.
didn't really learn anything from you explaining it, but
I did.
very
rude.
interesting.
You did?
I did. That was rude.
Okay, well, we learned more about my story than we did from Christian with Conspiracy, so I think that's a win.
Well, no, okay. So I
I also
do
think
feel
that's a win.
like it is very interesting because a lot of people do use a lot of other people's money to start businesses. It's kind of the same thing.
Kind of like you used our
But-
money to start this, and I mean, we haven't even gotten the big sponsors yet.
You've,
Nestle,
you've seen no return on
no
investment, have you?
Nestle, no.
Shouts out Liquid Death. Sponsor us.
Shouts out Liquid Death.
Do you think they can get all of our money back?
Liquid Death?
Yeah. Are
Nah,
they
I
big?
don't
Are
know.
they big time? I want to hit high.
You want to get high?
Disney?
No, I want to hit the high. Disney,
Let's get high.
No, thank you.
The two
other Disney's, Universal Studios. Are they next?
I don't know if they can support a podcast.
Who are the top sponsors besides Disney? Probably
Modelo?
Monsanto.
I feel like if I were to
Maybe?
get
Constellation
any
Brands?
sponsor furniture,
Really? That would be nice for me because I'm sitting in a goddamn folding chair. So I would love some furniture.
see, I've got you sold.
You never said, hey, bring your own couch because you're going to be sitting in a metal chair.
You so easily could have sat on this thing.
Yeah, but that's not cool. I'm not at the table.
So
That's true. That's
the
very
table-
true.
the table's more valuable than being comfortable.
I think so. Which is, is this a therapy
You
session?
You just
now?
got fucking Tinder swindled.
Tinder swindle.
I got Tindy Swindlered.
Yeah, you got twindlered.
Tilda Swinton.
So I don't think I'm gonna watch that.
I mean, I'm not into the whole like conning.
I feel like that's how I felt about
I am.
Tiger
I like
King
that shit.
and all
No.
these things. I'm
I
kind
just
of
watched, I think it's called Puppet Master or something.
Yeah, I didn't like that one either.
You didn't? I
No.
liked it. I thought it was good.
Like, I'm just bored with people conning people.
I feel like Netflix
There was another
stocks
one,
are just
Bad
kind of
Vegan,
mid.
too. Did you see that one?
Netflix, what was it?
Bad Vegan?
No, I didn't watch it. Selena watched
The
it.
same thing.
Dallin wants you to splice the good stuff.
I'm gonna splice all the good stuff. I already have it in my head. Obviously, I'm gonna cut all the good shit together.
There's a lot of bad stuff.
I'm gonna skip the part about where my.
That's preferred.
Ooh, I'm gonna bleep that so good.
Jesus Christ.
I love when podcasts bleep shit because it's like if they bleeped
You're like,
it,
what is it?
that must have been good. I'll bleep that.
Are you good
Yeah,
at bleeping?
Hopefully.
Can you bleep?
He's going to bleep, but it's
You
like
just
going to be way too late.
You. I'm gonna not put it loud.
And then my
enough.
This is good, by the way, for holding.
yeah, right. It's
We need
good.
the arms, though. 100%.
Yeah,
we
absolutely.
need like an arm center.
Oh,
and it just branches
You
off.
mean to tell me this game with no arms?
We need a trunk, and then it branches.
I'm sorry. Are you complaining about the equipment that we have?
We already sound better than like 90% of podcasts that are out there started by their
Yeah,
stupid ass
that's true.
friends.
So, we have that
I thought we were the first
podcast.
of people with only, like their friends.
With OnlyFans.
Shout out.
Shout out OnlyFans.
Shout out to Cayman's OnlyFans.
I think we should get Cayman to start an OnlyFans.
No.
Yeah,
That would be pretty cool.
I'd fucking subscribe to it. Prescribe? I need a prescription to Cayman's OnlyFans.
Only with referral from your HMO doctor.
I'm sick, and the only cure is a prescription. To
So why are you here today? I just want to get some blood work, and I need a prescription to my buddy's OnlyFans.
I need to see it. Got to see what he's doing. Please, doc.
It's quite boring.
I think you should start an OnlyFans. I think you should
Private
be
chats.
you should be a cam girl.
I'm down.
Sound just like jerking off in video. Just in
Low
frame.
angle. It's just this dick.
No, I'm just very wordy in the chat.
Ooh.
I'm a talker.
Oh,
Ugh.
they love that.
Have you ever seen yourself on camera? Like in any capacity? Like, no.
Yeah, I hate it.
Yeah, it's
Or
weird.
hear
It's
my
very
voice?
weird.
Why am I doing this?
No,
I don't wanna
I
hear
thought
my own
this,
voice.
dude. I thought the same exact thing.
This
I
is
was
fun.
like,
This sounds fun.
I'm not
Yeah, but
good.
your voice, I don't think you notice this. Your voice sounds like your voice. Same with Cayman.
Yeah.
My voice is not what my voice. You know, like internally, that's not what I sound like.
no, I don't sound like what I think I sound like
Yeah.
on like recording.
Do you think
At all.
most professional podcasters just like hearing themselves talk?
I feel like there's a handful that do, and then there's a handful that don't.
That was the most blanket fucking statement. Like
All of Cayman's answers are always going to be like somewhere in the middle. You know, I can see why, but no, I'm like kind of in the middle on that.
No,
I can see where like some of them do, but also I think there's a
Cayman,
good.
what are your thoughts on the Holocaust?
So like I feel like there's some podcasters who are like comedians that since they watch their footage and stuff like while they're doing stand up, they probably don't mind the sound of their voice. But then there's podcasters who are like that's all they do maybe or like don't hear themselves recorded and they hate the sound of their voice. I think you probably just need to hear your voice a bunch to make yourself like it.
Probably. This is going to be a
I feel like
shock.
humans already have an issue with their ego. It's like as soon as you
Is it an ego thing? That's interesting.
Well, if you like hearing the sound of your voice, it's an elevated side of egotism.
Gotta leave that in there. That's gold.
Yeah, that was
Egotism.
that was gold.
Yeah,
You got there.
that's what it is, right?
Is that a word? I'm not fact checking you.
Spell it.
Why?
EGOTISM.
God, you're so good at spelling.
Did we have enough for? How long was this supposed to be?
Hour?
Should we restart? We have had a lot of breaks.
I feel like we can chop together an hour.
But we also did 20 minutes before this.
There's no chance we can chop an hour.
Okay, so the first one, which we don't even have to post, isn't an hour.
Yeah, we don't even have to post this.
This
It's
is
just
practice.
us figuring. Yeah,
This
it's
is
just
practice.
us figuring it out.
If
I
we,
kind of want to keep talking though. I kind of like hanging out.
yeah, I'm super into this. Also, I can't leave because my mom's not home. So
Are you on the clock? Are you getting paid for this?
yeah, I'm getting paid for this.